Following the U.S. tariff onslaught, Association of Southeast Asian Nations or ASEAN ministers met in Malaysian capital Kuala Lumpur to discuss its impact. The tariff war between U.S. and China is an added headache for them since Southeast Asian economies are very much dependent on both the markets. Here's a report.
Members of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations met on Thursday in Kuala Lumpur to discuss regional issues including US President Donald Trump's imposed tariffs. At the meeting, ministers expressed concerns over the potential negative impacts of the US's new tariff policy, saying that the policy could pose significant challenges for the business community. The ASEAN countries count on the United States as their main export market, that are slapped with the toughest levies by President Trump. Although President Trump's declaration of pause on tariffs on April 8th have relieved the ASEAN countries for now. But they're concerned with the ongoing US-China tariff war. Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim did not hide his concerns over the matter.
Of course, I would say Alhamdulillah, at least for now, there's a temporary reprieve. But at the same time, there is a very strong, hardened position vis-à-vis China, which is also a problem to us because it will impact our economy, in a way.
ASEAN's export-oriented economies jitter after China, another key market, imposed its own tariff on the United States as reciprocal measure. ASEAN governments, however, have chosen not to retaliate against the Washington, preferring dialogues over the issue.
With the ongoing war with Russia and US initiative for ceasefire, we see that Ukraine is pushing for faster accession. That is right. So as the Russia-Ukraine war continues, US has been stepping in and asking for a ceasefire and faster accession to the European Union. Now, at the meeting with the EU in Brussels on Thursday, Ukraine urged to accelerate the accession process. Here's more.
A two-day European Union and Ukraine business summit took place in Brussels to deepen the economic ties with Kiev. The objective of the meeting was to accelerate Ukraine's EU accession and integration into the European Union's single market. Addressing the delegates, Ukrainian Prime Minister said that accelerating his country's accession to the European Union is not just a gesture of solidarity, but an investment in Europe's strength.
Accelerating Ukraine's EU accession is not just a gesture of solidarity, it is an investment in Europe's strength. We call on European leaders to fast-track Ukraine's integration and shorten our path to full membership. We call on European businesses to invest in Ukraine as soon to be EU member state. We call on to you to invest in the future, a future that will deliver prosperity to the entire European continent.
On the other hand, Poland's European Affairs Minister said the European Union has a historic opportunity to redefine strategic focus from Russia first to Ukraine now.
Putin has never abandoned his imperial ambitions, and we sadly were right. We have a historic opportunity now to redefine our strategic focus. The paradigm must shift from Russia's first to Ukraine now. It is not only the right course of action, it is also our shared strategic interest. A strong, secure and prosperous Ukraine benefits us all. So let me be absolutely clear. Yes to Ukraine's recovery starting here and now.
Ukraine had applied for European Union membership in February 2022 after the war with Russia began. And in December 2023, European Union Council decided to open accession negotiations with Kiev, which started in June 2024. Ukraine's aspiration for European Union membership is on the rise since the war with Russia started. An August 2023 survey revealed 90% of Ukrainians are in the favor of European Union membership. The wartime surge in support for EU membership marks a critical juncture in Ukraine's European integration journey.